I've been doing print on demand for, well, over 7 years now, and I've always dreamt about an actual knit product, not just all over print sweatshirts or sweatpants or all that. And I'm happy to say that Printful recently made that dream come to life with actual knit print on demand sweaters. I know that a lot of people have questions about the knit sweaters, whether it's how to design them, the limitations that you might have, what you need to pay attention to. Is it kind of like the embroidery one? What is supposed to be the DPI? And of course, what is the quality of these sweaters? And I hope that today's video is going to help answer some of these questions, as I will be showing you multiple different designs that you can do with these sweaters, explain the whole design process, and of course, show you the sweaters in real life. So for those of you who don't know, hi everyone, I'm Mey Aroyo, a content creator here on YouTube that loves print on demand and loves Printful. I'm literally wearing Printful right now, not because I tried, but because I will have to try not to wear Printful in the videos. And I recently designed a bunch of really cool knit sweaters for Printful and ordered them for me and for my ex. Yes, I know it's weird, but we're going with it. Let's start with the design basics of these knit sweaters. The Printful knit sweater comes with 4 official placements for your designs and 2 other non-official design placements and an overall of 6 design placements. And the way that it goes is the 4 official ones is the front of the sweater, the back of the sweater, the right sleeve, the left sleeve, and the non-official ones are the trim color, the one that's going to be on the edges of the sleeves, and the color of the sweater. And in this case, there is no design placement, just a color choice. One extremely weird thing that you might notice when you're designing the sweaters is that when you upload an image, it doesn't tell you what is the DPI. You can stretch it very big or very small. And if you're experienced with creating print-on-demand items, you can take a very small piece of clip art and just expand it, and it's not going to give you a warning that this is bad DPI. And the reason for that is because there is no DPI. There is no DPI in the knit sweaters, and that is because you're not printing anything. In the process of making this product, nothing is being printed on it. Instead, there is going to be a digitized file created from your design that will be the knit pattern for the actual sweater. So there is no problem with DPI, and DPI is not a part of it. Anyone who is worried that this is a bug on the Printful system, don't worry. It's not a bug, it's a feature. With DPI out of the way, you still have to pay attention to something very specific in your design, and that is thin lines. Much like embroidery, I don't recommend using extremely thin lines in your designs of the knit sweaters. I feel like it will just maybe skip on it or just miss out on this. So whether you're using text or clip art, make sure that your lines are not too thin. Now here comes the tricky part. You can only combine 4 colors in the entire sweater creation, not per placement area, but for the entire sweater. So whatever you upload there, whatever seamless pattern, text, graphics, clip art, needs to be in only 4 different colors, and that is including the base color of the sweater and the trim colors. And those 4 colors are not going to be any colors, but they're only colors that are available as threads from the manufacturer, and these are these colors that you can see on your screen right now. Now, I know that a lot of it might sound, well, not might, but is sounding very limiting. However, you can still create epic designs with only 4 colors, and I know that for sure because I did that. So let me take you on a bit of a journey to show you some design inspiration or design techniques for different things that you can design with the knit sweater. The first one is actually pretty basic. You just use 2 colors. You use 1 color for the base color of the entire sweater, and you use 1 color for the trim, and then you take the same color from the trim and you use it for a piece of clip art or a piece of text that is on the sweater. You can use cool clip art from Printful's graphics library, or even use the text feature of Printful to create a pretty cool design. And as much as this design might look basic to you, you have to remember, this is not an all-over print sweatshirt. This is not a t-shirt or a hoodie. This is an exclusive and unique knitted sweater that people might not be able to find if they go and just shop somewhere physically or even online. The second thing that you can do, obviously, is upload your own clip art. And with that, I do have to tell you, you need to pay attention to that 4 little pesky colors. So let's take, for example, this crocodile, which looks amazing if I put it on a hoodie or on an all-over print sweatshirt. And I love this crocodile. I made it myself using Procreate, and I paid so much attention to that gradient colors and shading the lines and making sure it looks vibrant and all that, which was not so good on a knit sweater. it looks horrible. Even once it transformed my design to 4 existing colors to choose from, you can still see that it's a bit, I don't know, let's call it buggy in some way, because it just can't comprehend all of these shading areas. So I went to my Procreate and I recreated the same crocodile so I can upload it to Printful knit sweaters, and I made it very simple. I didn't do any shading or gradient or played with dark and light, and basically tried to make it very two-dimensional versus three-dimensional. I uploaded my crocodile to the front of this sweater, of course matching the colors manually to the thread colors that are available with this knit sweater. Went on to choosing my base color to be a little bit different from the entire design, and the trim being one of the colors of the crocodile. And then I used the text feature of Printful to write "open wide" on both sleeves in one of the crocodile's colors. I honestly think it looks pretty good. What do you think? Now, if you want to make a festive sweater, like an ugly Christmas sweater, that is actually pretty simple. All I had to do is take a pixelated snowman, the original includes only 4 colors, and upload it to the front of the sweater. I made sure that all of the colors of the snowman were correct and used the yellow mustard that I used for the nose as the background color. And as for the trim, I chose to go with the same red that I have on the snowman. And now, even though this looks kind of cool, I wanted to add something more, so I took a simple snowflake clip art, added it to the sleeve, and clicked on the repeat button to design a pattern from that in the color black. And of course, duplicated that to the other sleeve. And I got a pretty cool ugly Christmas actual sweater. The production time and shipping time of these sweaters is a bit longer than the usual Printful products. I don't think that this would be a big issue if you actually put that information in your store and people can visibly see when to expect the item to arrive, but definitely don't expect these items to be made and shipped and arrive within 5 or 7 days like the usual Printful items. If you do want to hop on the ugly Christmas sweater wagon, or you want to design something that includes more colors than this, then I will refer you to a different video that I made right here on the Printful channel where I designed an ugly Christmas all over print sweatshirt, and I feel like that is also a great alternative. But we're still on the sweater video and I still have more design ideas to show you, and of course the actual sweaters. The next thing you can do with these knit sweaters is of course patterns. Now let's give it a shot with just a striped pattern that I made using Canva. It doesn't really matter what colors I'm going to choose with Canva because I'm going to choose the colors after that manually. I'm just making sure that I have enough stripes and that they're layered pretty well for me to be able to play around with the design as much as I want over on Printful. And now what I think I want to do with it is I want to choose the colors of the stripes to actually be 3 almost identical dark colors. I feel like the blue is kind of cute, and make the trim color white. And I can either have this sweater looking exactly like this, or I can add white text or white clip art in the middle to give this a little bit of a different look. You can obviously use other seamless patterns that you made that are a bit more complex with this sweater. However, make sure again to remember that you only have 4 different colors. Let's say you want to do something really cool for dog moms or cat moms or anyone who loves animals for Valentine's Day or for a birthday. You can design a very simple seamless pattern with hearts and paws and place it on the knit sweater. Play around with the colors a little bit and match your trim color, and you're good to go with a really cool Loving Paws sweater. Now, for those of you who know me from my channel, you know that there are 2 things that I'm obsessed with: cows and jigsaw puzzles. So I actually took this exact jigsaw puzzle pattern and uploaded it to the knit sweater just to see what it does. I mean, what is the harm in trying, right? So I uploaded it, and then I found out that, you know, the lines are very narrow and very thin, and I didn't really make this pattern thinking about this product. I was more thinking about all over print products because this product didn't exist then. But I still feel like playing around with the colors of it could give me endless opportunities to create the most amazing puzzle sweater collection. What do you guys think? Now, I can go on designing these print sweaters for days, but the most important thing that you guys need to remember is to follow the theme of your shop. Are you a creator and you have some kind of catchphrase? Do you usually do motivational quotes? Is your niche something that can be summarized with a piece of text and clip art? Do you have your own graphics? What is your niche even about? Is it motivational? Is it about animals like cats and dogs, or Cows. I really love cows. Or is it centered around something like coffee? Or is it a general gift store for things like Valentine's Day and holidays? Just make sure to design your knit sweaters according to the style of your existing stores. Or create a separate store just for the knit sweaters and design whatever you want to design, and the options here will be different collections and different styles. What I wanted to say is that you can truly make designs that are epic even with these limitations, and I know that because I did that. Personally, I'm a cowgirl. You guessed, right? So I designed a really cool knit sweater with one of my cow illustrations in the middle and some cow patterns, some cow skin patterns on the sleeves. And I also designed an actual ugly Christmas sweater for my ex, Misho, with a festive pattern of snowflakes with red and green backgrounds. And as much as, again, these mock-ups are very nice, we don't have to rely on the mock-ups anymore. We can actually see these sweaters in real life, and I'm super excited. Misho hasn't seen them yet. Okay, let's start with the one for him. One thing I do have to say here is, you know that print-on-demand smell? The print smell? It doesn't exist because this was not printed. I can't believe I'm holding this. This is so precious. I think I did a little bit of a mistake with the sizes because I saw that these come from China, and with my experience living in Southeast Asia, I'm usually size like 15XL, so I ordered size 2XL for me and 3XL for Misho, but oh my god, this is epic. Check it out. This is so cool. Wow, this is actually pretty good quality. I'm seriously impressed. And I love how the trims are in different colors. I feel like it gives it like this all over look, but never mind that. That's for Misho. My cow. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to show it to you. This is so cool. I'm loving it so much. I have no words. So yeah, I ordered 2XL for me and 3XL for Misho, and I should have definitely gotten these sweaters smaller. But hey, oversized sweaters are a thing of their own, and it's better than it being too small. And it's good to know that sizes can go to extreme plus size. And I know that I'm going to be wearing my cow sweater pretty much every chance I get. I live in Bansko and we've just hit minus, so I know I will have plenty of opportunities to be wearing this super cozy and honestly epic print-on-demand knitwear. I hope that in this video I managed to answer all or some of the questions you might have had about the design options or the quality of Printful's knit sweaters. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about these design ideas or what you think about this product in general. I would love to know. And hey, hit the like button. I feel like I forget to say that because this is not my channel, but Printful's hosting me for this, and this is pretty epic. So if you like this video, hit the like button or subscribe to Printful's YouTube channel. But with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new or were at least entertained. And thank you, Printful, for having me on your channel again. I'm gonna go and design more of these for my stores. Bye!